Hey, I'm your host, Jen Wheeler, and this is the Healthy Her podcast. I'm a teacher, author, and foodie who went from being addicted to sugar, skipping meals, and struggling to get in control of my eating, to someone who is 10 kilos down, eats all the yummy foods without restriction, and is finally in control of my hunger. I'm obsessed with helping other health-conscious women ditch the confusion and overwhelm so they can cultivate healthy eating habits and truly thrive. The Healthy Her podcast was created to give you real talk about healthy eating, as well as easy, actionable tips that fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. I'm not just your host. Think of me as your healthy eating hype gal, your personal cheerleader as we chat all things healthy eating, weight loss, and mindset mastery, so you can become the healthiest, happiest version of you. So if you're ready to ditch the guilt, reclaim your confidence, and unlock the very best version of you, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Her podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm a little bit blown away with the amount of podcast downloads we have every single week. And I just want to say a massive thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you and so glad you're loving the podcast. And I'm also a little blown away at the fact that it's the middle of the year. What on earth? How did we get here? I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like, they talk about, life goes so quick and the days just fly by. And I don't know whether it's just been since I became a mum, but I just find life just whizzes by. It's January, it's February, and then we're now at June. I just feel the years now just whip by. And before we know it, it's going to be the end of the year. So I thought that today would be a really good opportunity for us to sit together and do a mid-year reset, a bit of a check-in, get you back on track if you need to with your healthy eating so that you can really thrive for the last 6 months of the year. And I know too, when we hit these kind of milestones in the year, January often is, June, July often is, December often is, there are times of the year where we tend to get quite reflective and we will go, okay, you know what? How was the first 6 months of 2026? What's happened? What's going on? How have I been working towards my goals? And so it is a really good time to check in with yourself, because I know that that's one of the biggest issues that we have as women, is that we have lost that awareness with ourselves, that self-awareness, because we are so busy, we are juggling so many things, and we just forget to tune in and check in with ourselves and see how we're feeling and what do we need, what's working, what's not working. So I thought this mid-year reset would be a really good one, because it is June, to work on together. So we're going to just do a mid-year reset. We're going to do a check-in. And so you can actually feel really good about the next 6 months that are coming. And I have to say that it's one of the biggest mistakes that I have made, not just around healthy eating and weight loss and exercise and those kind of things, but just in general, is waiting for the perfect time. And like I said, it's one of those things that it's hindsight. You can only look back and go, I waited. So if we're into halfway through the year and you're going, I haven't done anything towards my healthy eating for the last 6 months, it's because you're waiting for perfect. And as a self-confessed perfectionist and type A personality here, that was me. I waited. I always waited. I waited for the perfect time to light my new candle, or waited for the perfect time to wear the red dress, or I waited for the perfect time to do the thing. Because somehow we think there's going to be this magic perfect moment that's going to come and when everything's going to click into place. And if I can give you one piece of advice that has really stuck with me, and it's something that I do religiously now when I want to start something or do something, is I just start. If I want to do something, I start messy, I start imperfect, and I just start. I don't wait anymore. I don't wait for perfect, because I've learned from my experience over the years that perfect isn't coming. And it's in relation to everything. Perfect is not coming. Even with this podcast, I sat on it for so long. I was flooded on the daily with DMs, with emails, with, hey Jen, where do I listen to your podcast? And I would have to say, hey hun, I'm really sorry, I don't have one. I'm hoping to start one soon. It's something I really want to do. So I knew it was something that you wanted. But I would always find a reason as to why I couldn't start this podcast. I didn't have enough time. I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't afford some big fancy editing company to edit my podcast. There was always an excuse as to why I couldn't do it. And then just one day I just decided that, you know what, I'm just going to start. And I just started messy. I started imperfect and I just figured it out as I went. Took me a little while, but I figured it out as I went. And now I have a podcast that was launched straight into the top healthy eating and like fitness charts on Apple and Spotify, which is huge because it's one of the biggest categories. And the podcast is also listened to by thousands and thousands of women all around the world every single day. Now, you think about yourself. Think about where you could literally be in 6 months' time if you do something now. Something. Just do something now. Or come December, you can be sitting in the same place because you're still sitting waiting for perfect. So just something to keep in mind. And like I said, it's something that's stuck with me. And I really try and remember this with all aspects of my life is just to start small, start messy, and start imperfect, because that's actually what gets you to where you want to go. The waiting and hoping for everything to be perfect before you actually make a start just leaves you stuck. And it leaves you stuck in so many areas of our life. So we really want to change that. And hopefully by the end of today's podcast episode, you're feeling good, you're feeling confident, and you're just ready to thrive for those next 6 months of 2026. All right, so how are we going to do that? Number one, you need to get really clear. You need to get really clear and be really honest with yourself. Where is your body right now and what is actually happening? What's going on? Be honest, because what I have found is that, and so I'm very guilty of all this too, is that we BS ourselves. We BS and we lie to ourselves. So as soon as I said that to you, where is your body right now? How are you feeling? What's actually happening? I know internal thoughts in your mind, straight away you're probably going, yeah, you know what? I'm really not feeling that great. I'm feeling really tired. I've been struggling to work out. I don't like the way my clothes fit. I went shopping the other day and I tried to buy this dress for this outfit and I just couldn't find anything I liked. We have to be honest with ourselves. But what we do is, like I said, we BS ourselves. So we'll go, you have those internal thoughts in your head. No one else can hear them. I can't hear them. Those internal thoughts in your head. But then you'll BS yourself. So you'll go, oh, but that doesn't matter. It's fine. And you know what? No, I had to buy an extra bigger pant size, but that doesn't matter. Oh, just figure it out. Do you see how we just downplay what's actually happening? What's happening? You know exactly what's happening. You know exactly where your body's at. You know exactly what's going on, but you BS yourself and you're like, no, it's not that bad, or it's not really happening. And I did that for the longest time. Longest time. I'm like, oh, you know what? It's really not bad. Even though I was getting all of these signals that I needed to do something and something's not right and I don't feel good. And I just BS myself. I'm like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm okay. It's all right. I like living like this. And we don't. No one likes living like that or feeling like that or wanting to do better and feel better for themselves and not being able to make that change. So just get really clear with yourself. Do a check-in. If you're a physical person and you process things differently, write it on a piece of paper. Write that question down and give yourself an answer. Where is my body right now? What is actually happening? How do I feel? Because that will give you a really, really good starting point of where you're at. And it might be, you might have something different. So it might be that you've started some things in January and February, but they've dropped off and you're not being that consistent. You might be like doing really well with certain areas, but other areas have dropped off. So you might be really good with your food, but you're struggling with the exercise and moving your body part. Everyone will be at a slightly different stage, but it's really, really important that you have that self-awareness, that you check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need? What's going on? Because if you listen to that inner voice, it will tell you everything that you need to know. It's just that we BS ourselves and we push to the side and we say it doesn't matter and we just ignore it. And that's how we get stuck in these cycles. Okay, next one, number 2 for our mid-year reset and how we're going to get back on track with our healthy eating and exercise. Upgrade your food environment. Okay, I'll read it again. Upgrade your food environment. So instead of trying to find more motivation, because we know trying to find motivation is crap, it is unreliable, it is not something you can count on, and you will never, ever do anything for yourself if you are waiting to feel motivated. And that's the truth, because I've been there. It doesn't show up when you want it to, and it's not something that you can rely on. So upgrade your food environment. So instead of trying to find more motivation to eat healthy and make better food choices, try stocking up your fridge with some high protein staples. So some chicken, some lean beef, some marinated chicken, things that you can quickly throw together. Find easy options. All right. Find easy things that you can use and you can have them in your freezer. So upgrade your food environment. That's a really simple thing that you can do in the middle of the year that is going to change the trajectory of how you feel and how you eat. Upgrade your food environment. Same if you've got a pantry full of pre-packaged snacks and all of those things. Don't get me wrong, I do believe those things have a place, but they have a place as part of a healthy diet. But if all you're eating is pre-packaged snacks and things, cut them down. Cut them down. Increase more fruits and veg. Grab frozen veg. Are you tired of the endless struggle to eat healthy and nail your meal prep routine? Introducing the Real Nourish Do-It-Yourself Meal Prep Mixes, the ultimate solution for busy women like you. When I went on my own personal health journey, I discovered the many benefits of meal prep. And after much searching, I just couldn't find a meal prep mix that was designed especially for women. So I literally decided to create my own. Trust me, as a busy working mum, meal prep has changed my life. Our mixes are packed with protein to keep you energized and feeling full. Our mixes can be whipped up in under 10 minutes, perfect for your on-the-go lifestyle. Using our award-winning pancake tray bake mix means you can say goodbye to standing over a hot stove, flipping pancakes. Simply add water, toss in your favourite fruits, and bake. If you're ready to revolutionise your meal prep game, you can find my mixes at theactivebod.com or follow us on Instagram at realnourish_. And as a special thank you to our Healthy Her community, we have a discount code. So just enter the code, the Healthy Her, at the checkout. And I hate the fact that in this space that stuff and food items that are generally really good for us and that are generally time savers and healthy get these, I don't know who starts these things, but it's like one of those things that starts on social media and it just goes on and on and on, like the frozen vegetables. Fill your freezer with frozen vegetables and fruit. Great for smoothies, for snacks. Put on your oats. Have with your yogurt. I don't know when those things become demonized that somehow they're bad for us. So really have a look at your food environment. Have a look at your fridge and pantry at this midway checkpoint of the year. What can you change? What can you improve? And I don't want you to get rid of everything. That is not what this is about. All right? A healthy person and a healthy person that has a good relationship with food can have a chocolate bar in the fridge and just eat it when she wants. All right? That's the truth. If you are still like, I can't have chocolate in the house, I can't have chips, I can't have cheese, I can't have those nuts, I'll just throw everything out or I just won't buy them. There's an issue there. There is an issue there that you have restricted yourself with that food and it's something that you need to look at and something that you need to work on. Like I said, because I know, because I was there. I was a person, I'm like, I can't buy chocolate, I can't have cake, I can't have lollies because I have a sweet tooth and I'm just going to eat it all at once if I keep it in the fridge in the pantry. Now I can have a bag of lollies or some chocolate or chips or whatever it is in the pantry and I don't feel like I have to eat it because it's going somewhere. I know that I can eat it when I actually feel like having it. And that's the point that you want to get to. So just take a little bit of time and upgrade your food environment. And like I said, simple things work best. You know, if you're going, but that's not going to help me. Yes, it is. It's the simple things that work. All right, tip number 3. I want you to have a look and I want you to reset your exercise approach as we move into this next 6 months of the year. So I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. How active are you? Ask yourself that. How active are you? And like I said, if it helps you, jot these things down on some paper or in your notes folder on your phone and give yourself a response. Be accountable to these questions and to these prompts because it will really help you to refocus and reset for the rest of the year. So how active are you? Do you walk? Do you exercise? Do you maybe do something one week and then nothing for the next 3? My experience is the best results have come from a mix of momentums and movement, so like steps, daily movement, and weight training, a combination of both. So can you start to schedule in some more exercise, some more workouts, some more movement? Do you track your progress? Do you have a watch where you track your progress and you track your steps? Or are you just someone that thinks that they know what they do and how much they move? And I had a woman inside the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership recently and she came to me and she's like, oh, I'm pretty active, Jan, and I think I do this and I think I do that many steps this day and I've got my job and I've got my kids. And I was like, I want you to get yourself a watch and I want you to track it. Just buy a really cheap one, get something from Amazon or Big W, and I want you to track it. Literally 2 days later, she commented in the group about, wow, what a shock it was that she thought that she did 8 to 10K steps today and she was actually doing 2 or 3. We think so many things as women. We think we eat a certain way. We think we eat a certain amount of calories. We think we exercise a certain amount. We think we do a certain amount of steps. Guarantee you're not doing what you think you are. All right. And that's what is the case for majority of women that I work with. They think that they're doing a certain thing, but that's where I come in, because I can help, and I help the women inside the community actually get the information that they need to check if they are doing the things that they think they are. Okay, whether that's what they're eating, their calories, their food, their protein, their steps, all of those kind of things. So reset your exercise. Are you happy with it? Do you want to change anything? Can you incorporate some sort of exercise? And again, I really want you to ditch this mindset of, okay, I've been a bit slack and I haven't done much exercise, so I'll plan out this perfect week of gym workouts. No, we don't want perfect. We just want you to do something. Remember back to that: start small, start messy, start imperfect. That is what we want. Okay, we want messy and imperfect, but we just want you to start. So even if you've had a really long break from exercise, just do something. Go for a 20-minute walk. Don't go, oh, I'm going to do an hour here and I'm going to do an hour of this and I'm going to do 45 minutes of that. No, just do 20 minutes. Do something. Start small, start messy, and start imperfect. Haven't never tracked your steps? Get yourself a watch and just do it for a day. Don't think, I'm going to be really good and I'm going to do all these steps. Just track your steps and see how much you move. We so overcomplicate this stuff. I want you to really, really strip it back, get back to basics, and just focus on how you can incorporate your exercise. Also, too, if you're someone that really, really struggles with the exercise part, you can go back and listen to a previous podcast episode, and that's all about how you can start any exercise routine and this time actually stick to it. Because to be honest, in my experience, I have found majority of women have one or the other. It might be, and I'd probably say I'm the exercise. Like I was usually all right with exercise. I could go for a walk or I do like a YouTube workout at home, but the food, zero clue what I was doing. Zero clue what I was doing. I'd skip the meals. I'd go low carb. I'd try some new diet. Like I just had no clue about actually how to eat. And I find in my experience with the women that I work with, most women are one or the other. Some are like not too bad with their food, but do no movement, or vice versa. It's about finding a healthy balance of both so we can fit them both in and that they can work in nicely together. Number 4, fix your habit killers. So remember, this is a mid-year reset. We are doing a check-in because we want to thrive for the next 6 months of the year. So fix your habit killers. What are they? Be honest with yourself. Tune in, ask yourself what they are. Is it late nights? Are you the woman that's like, okay, kitchen's clean, kids have gone to bed, I finally got 5 minutes for myself. You're like, I'll just watch this show or I'll just scroll on TikTok. And before you know it, it's 3 or 4 hours later and it's midnight and you're like, oh crap, I better go to bed. Are you a late night person? Are you getting poor sleep? Are you skipping meals? Is that your habit killer? Because remember, when we skip meals, we just feel hungry and then we can't make good food choices. Are you blowing out every weekend? Are your habit killers that you're super good Monday to Friday and then Saturday and Sunday you have a massive blowout? No exercise, you just eat all the food inside and then you start again every Monday. Is that your habit killer? So really, really check in with yourself. That would be a good one to write down. So what are your habit killers? Because until you identify these things, you can't change them. You can't change what you are not aware of. So you can say, I don't know, I'm fine, but just be honest with yourself because this is a check-in. It is an opportunity for you to take a step back and go, hang on a second, what's worked for me these last 6 months? What's not working? What can I tweak and change? And remember, we don't want big, drastic and perfect. We want small, messy, imperfect, and just some small habit changes that can set us up for success for the next 6 months. Number 5, a question to ask yourself for our mid-year reset. Am I consistent or am I just trying random things? Just a cause for effect in there. Are you consistent or are you just trying random things? Random things don't work. Consistent things, small things done daily work. So ask yourself, are you being consistent or are you just trying random things? Are you jumping from the next diet to the next exercise plan to the next day on a plate that you saved, the next healthy recipe that you saved? So how do you get out of that? How do you change doing random things to actually focus on something so that you can focus on that for the next 6 months? So choose a focus. Choose a focus that you're going to do for the next 30 days and stick to it. Just one thing. Pick one thing that you are going to focus on for the next 30 days. Choose one small habit and Don't try and change too many things at once. That's where we get stuck because we go, oh, I want to eat better and I want to lose weight. I want to do this and I want to go plays and I want to I want to drink my water and I want to meal prep. It's too much. Our brains are simple creatures and we like easy things. If you try and take on too many things, you're going to feel stuck, overwhelmed, confused, and you're just not going to do anything. So choose something to focus on. One healthy habit that you can do every single day that you are going to do consistently for 30 days. Track it. I'm sure you've got a calendar or a diary or something on your phone, give yourself a tick if you did that thing on that day and have a look at the end of 30 days. 30 days and you will start to then make that a habit for the long term. And it can be whatever. It can be walking 8 to 10K steps every day. It could be drinking your water every day. I know a lot of women struggle quite a lot with drinking water. So if that's your thing, make that your focus. All right. If it's going to bed earlier because you're trying to kill that habit, make it that focus. You choose a focus. All right. And this isn't about getting an amazing result at the end of 30 days. This is about you learning to do something consistently instead of jumping all over the place and trying different random diets and different things that don't work. So choose something to focus on and make that your focus for the next 30 days. And number 6 of our mid-year reset is build your finish strong plan. So you want to finish the year strong. You want to finish the year feeling good. So focus on 1 to 2 habits that you're going to work on. Track it. Like I said, that's that 30-day focus. So if you do that and you're successful for 30 days and you can tick off that habit every single day, pick a new one and do another one for the next 30 days. Those things are going to help you to become consistent. So that's part of your build your finish strong plan. Okay. Focus on your habits, track it in some way because what we track, we often do. Like I said, we need to get out of this mindset of, I think I do this. I think I eat this much. I think I move this much. I think I do this many steps. I think I drink this much water. We want to move you away from thinking to actually tracking because what you actually track and monitor, you are more likely to do. Like I said, it can be super simple. Just make a note on the calendar on your phone that you did this thing, that it was the water, the steps, whatever it was. And this will help you to stay consistent and not perfect. And I really want to stress because I know that in my experience, I found these kind of mid-year resets and all these kind of things. They're crazy. Like they're so restrictive and so full on and you don't need any of that. You just need some time to take a step back, do a bit of check-in with yourself. How are you feeling? How's your body feeling? What do you need? What needs to change? And start focusing on those small daily habits. You don't have to do big things. And I will keep saying that to you. You don't need big things to get lasting change and lasting results. You don't. And we all get stuck in that. So I've got to do this big thing and I've got to lock in. It's got to be this. And no, that stuff doesn't work. Does not work. Small stuff done repeatedly, daily, over time has a compounding effect and it works. And if you do that, come the end of the year and December, you will feel so much lighter, you'll feel so much better, and you'll be so grateful that you spent that time to do a little bit of a mid-year check-in and to refocus for the end of the year. So you're literally a few small decisions away from a completely different second half of 2026. It just comes down to the choice if you're going to stay in that waiting for perfect mode or if you're going to start small, messy, imperfect, and just improve as you go. Thank you so much for joining me in today's podcast episode. Good luck with your mid-year reset. Do a little reset, do a little refocus, and let's end 2026 strong. Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed today's chat and found it helpful, hitting that follow or subscribe button would be amazing because your support means the world to me. Come connect with me on Instagram @TheActiveBod for your daily dose of inspiration and for loads of new easy meal ideas. Take care and keep thriving. See you next week.